2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to the NBA on 2K Sports. Excited, thrilled to be here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm so lucky. Tonight, we'll see the Golden State Warriors as they play against the Magic in Orlando. Looking at the last game for the Magic, it was a loss to the Bulls. They dropped game 1 of this season series. Tonight, they'll look to even the score. Well, for Golden State, they certainly didn't struggle before Steve Kerr became head coach, but since his arrival...
Yo, Freak, what's good? You look distracted, man. Everything okay?
Yeah, just got a few things going on off the court.
Yeah, I've heard. Word gets around. Gotta put that stuff aside and be ready to play each night, though.
Yeah, I know. I'll be ready.
Hey, even though we're about to teach you guys a lesson, I'm here if you need it, man.
Yeah, well, I appreciate it. And we'll be the ones teaching the lesson tonight, so I hope you're ready.
In your dreams, Freak.
We have an interconference affair lined up for you today as the Golden State Warriors come in for this one. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to tonight's presentation of Noche Latina in the NBA. An annual tradition celebrating diversity and culture, and always a pleasure to bring it to you. This is Kevin Harlan, and here with me tonight, Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke reporting from the sideline. The Magic are looking to grab one here for the home fans in Orlando before heading out again. They've lost their last 3 games, and guys, they like that streak to end tonight here.
And when I look at Orlando, they're well above the position they were expected to be in at this stage. Now the question becomes, can they keep it up in the playoffs?
And I can't see any reason why they can. They've got to be considered one of the favorites to lift the trophy for me.
And now the Golden State Warriors starters. Against the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots. Barnes and Green are the forward set. And it's Spates in at the 5 spot. And he sinks the second. Now here's Curry. Spates sets a screen for Curry. Nobody near Barnes. And no good as it rattles out. On defense, Golden State, they are coming off that win against Atlanta.
And really the signature of that game was what they were able to do from a defensive standpoint, particularly on the low post.
Yeah, and they were up in the air an awful lot in that paint area, getting their hands on shots, a lot of them, but if they didn't block them or touch them, they actually changed them.
And Kevin, who says a point guard should look to pass first? Not when you can finish like this fella.
Well, Clark, he wasn't going to give that opportunity up to a teammate.
Well, Kevin, that's one he'll always take himself, and he should. You can't pass up that kind of opportunity or fun.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Guys, Steve Kerr gave me a few moments to catch up with him. He said that if they wanted to double their wins against them, they'll have to be just as sharp as they were in their first meeting, saying, we can't get sloppy now and expect to win. We have to be just as judicious with what shots we take as we were the first time around. We'll see if they can replicate that, guys.
Doris, thanks. Guys, shooting is a chief concern for them.
And if that is the focus, then their ball movement is going to have to be sharp today.
It's very rare that you see a team shoot the ball well without moving it well. And that's the hidden message when the coach talks about their shooting.
Orlando with the ball after the 3-pointer from Klay Thompson. And it's Gordon missing. The Warriors have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Outside Curry. Green, the screen. And Maurice Spates, the bucket on the assist by Curry. Spates has got his first basket of the night.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Here's Houdini. 35 points for him last game against Chicago.
And how about how opportunistic he was defensively? Steal after steal for him in that game just showed the quickness of his hands and anticipation.
That's good. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in, Curry kicks to Green. Pass to Spates. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Houdini knocked away. It's stolen by Curry. They push it up 4 on 3. Barnes with it. Now defended by Oladipo. There's the feed to Green. Gordon with the defensive effort. Orlando trailing here. Oladipo, the pass to Houdini. Nifty move. Here's Vucevic. Spates with the block. Barnes with it. Turned in an outstanding game against Atlanta. Really left alone that time. Curry's got his first points of the game.
I don't know. Maybe they're still working out the kinks on D because that clearly was a breakdown.
And there before you are the teams that have been absolutely red hot for the last 10 games. Number 1, the Magic.
It's due to better shot selection lately, Kevin. They're taking their time to make sure the shots they take go in. Really good self-discipline there.
Payne, he's checked in for Oladipo. Golden State also making some changes. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Spates. And Smith subbed in for Barnes. That is good.
You might not think of him as a laser three-point shooter, but that shot was there for him, and he had to take it.
And Thompson kicks to Green. Green with a screen on Harris. Back to Green. And the pass to O'Quinn. Smith outside. And it's Golden State with another. The Magic trail by 3. Houdini passes to Vucevic. Gordon goes in. Here's Houdini, guarded by Curry. And Harris wide open. He shoots. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
Warriors have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. And O'Quinn kicks to Smith. Green, the screen. They set the pick. Inside, here's Curry. An easy layup after coming off the pick.
They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
And watch, Clark, how the game plays out because this is going to open things up on the perimeter.
Here's Houdini. He's someone who's a factor on any given night, averaging more than 22 points a game. Here's Payne. And he misses the go-ahead basket.
You know, 9 times out of 10, he's going to knock that one down. He'll spray that one on you.
Thompson in the corner. He dishes it to O'Quinn. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
Here's Houdini. Inside. Vucevic with the bucket.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spots. You don't always throw it to your teammates. You throw it to where he needs to be.
Orlando making some changes. Smith checked in for Vucevic. Warriors leading by 3. And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Harrison Barnes is out there with Smith. Then there's Stephen Curry. Then there's Kent Bazemore. And it's Spates in at the center position. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Fellas, they're passing the ball the way you're supposed to here in this first half.
They've established their presence in the paint tonight. Also, a lot of their scoring to this point coming from down low.
And Orlando making a change here. Gordon's checked in. And the Warriors also making a change. Thompson's checked in. Warriors with the rebound.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. The Warriors shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
This season in general has not been kind to them at the free throw line. Only about 71%.
And, you know, you don't have to tell them what their free throw numbers are. I mean, they're well aware of it, believe me.
Oladipo, he's checked in for Orlando. Green, he's checked in for Golden State. Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Bulls, boy, was he tremendous. He ended up with 35 points, and he did his thing on the defensive side as well, nabbing more than his share of steals. Numbers like that make you anxious to see what he can do next time out.
All right, Doris, thank you. He played at a level that very few players are capable of playing.
And you know, I'll be interested to see how much he's got left in the tank. I mean, that performance had to take a lot out of him.
Yeah, but you know what? Sometimes supreme confidence can increase your stamina and endurance. So I'll be interested to see how that affects his play. Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, it seemed like he had great rhythm on that. You can see the disappointment in his face.
Here's Houdini. He has 5. They double him with Green. Kicks it to Vucevic. Clock at 4. It's tipped. And it's out of bounds to the Magic as Orlando will retain possession. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
We've got a moment now to see how the Magic are doing in the NBA rankings right now. First in shooting percentage. First in three-point field goal percentage. And they're also ranked #1 in taking care of the ball. Not many turnovers. They value possessions like no other.
You said it all right there. The hottest shooting team in the league. And that tells you not only are they shooting it well, but they're also focused on creating terrific opportunities for one another. Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Here's Houdini, guarded by Kerr. Here's Houdini. The kick out to Oladipo. Just 3 to shoot. Knocks down the 3-ball. Oladipo's got himself on the board with 3 there.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
Here's Spates. Orlando grabs the miss. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago.
Yeah, but they didn't roll over in that game. Had a good chance still to pull out the victory. Just couldn't come through in crunch time.
Greg, I thought it was a solid effort from them all the way around. I mean, but as you and I know, moral victories are kind of empty consolation prizes. A loss is a loss.
Here's Azania, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Houdini. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And now a look at the 2K leaderboard to see which point guards have been playing the best perimeter defense during the last month. Freak #1.
And all those swipes have come for him because of that endless energy with which he plays on the defensive end. I mean, whoever he's guarding, he sticks to them like glue on the perimeter.
You know, for many point guards in this league, defense is an afterthought. He's not one of those guys. I mean, he puts as much into his D as he does into his O.
Yeah, great look, but disappointing with the miss.
Boy, what happened on that one, Greg? I mean, that's almost an automatic shot for him.
There's Azania. And stolen by Spates. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. The 8-footer hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. And 11 points for Steph Curry. The Magic trail by 3. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Here's Houdini. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Some good play tonight for Houdini. He's got 8 points and 5 assists.
This will make 4 trips to the line so far in the game.
And, you know, guys, he had a big game at the free throw line in their last outing.
As a matter of fact, a lot of his points came from the stripe. He was feeling it. And, guys, I think that's a tribute to his work ethic. I mean, it's not by accident that he's enjoying the success he is at the free throw line.
C.J. Watson, he's checked in for Oladipo. Curry's shot is good.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Here's Houdini.
And a sturdy screen set for him that time, and he doesn't fool around, just straight to the rim for the finish.
No way for his man to get around that one, that's for sure.
No chance, Kevin. I mean, the screen was in the right spot. His feet were set. he would have had to go straight through him, and that's not legal.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action.
We got to be more physical on defense.
Tobias Harris is checked in for, and then for Golden State, Kyle O'Quinn is checked in for Spates. And it's Kent Bazemore in for Curry.
Rotate over and make your presence felt. Quit being so soft.
Now O'Quinn, he averages about 5 points a game. That drops.
They've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball into the paint.
Clearly, they've been the aggressors thus far when it comes to attacking the interior in this first half.
Here's Houdini, trailing by 4, and the basket by Gordon.
You know, that's how you do it, guys. I mean, he passed his way out of the double team and into an easy basket.
Here's Bazemore. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Hawks in Atlanta.
And also, he competed on the backboards. That also had a lot to do with the game. How about the screen that frees him up, though, for the jumper?
The Magic have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. Pick by Vucevic. Stolen by O'Quinn. And here we go. Thompson heading to the hoop. That's good. And now a 6-point Warrior lead.
What a job he's doing here. I mean, his second quarter has been even better than his first. And that was pretty good.
And the foul called on Freak. That's foul number 2 for him.
And really just a great play.
That'll do it for the first half.
Well, the offense has obviously been a struggle. What do you think you can do better to make up ground on them?
Now the third quarter about to get going. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
And the approach of that first half was an aggressive one. Take it to the teeth of the defense, put them on the heels, and you're either going to score or get to the line.
And mostly he's been getting to the line, guys. I mean, he has the free throw total to show for it, as well as the bumps and bruises.
Oladipo and Harris are the wings. Gordon and Vucevic together in the post. And it's Houdini at the point. That's who's out there for Orlando. To the paint. Here's Vucevic, and it's Klay Thompson with the rebound. And, there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup, and while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call a foul shot or not, but sure enough they have. So he'll head to the free throw line. And both free throws good for Vucevic. Warriors leading by 6. And here is Curry. 17-foot shot on the way. Misses the mark. His third miss of the game. 4 for 7 now. Here's Houdini. To the middle. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And that's now 7 points for Aaron Gordon.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
You're right, Clark. Just continue to pound it in the paint and get those easy points inside.
And Thompson kicks to Spates. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
Kicks it out to Gordon. Out to the right wing. Pass to Houdini. Floats one up. Outside Gordon. All sorts of time. And Orlando again with the bucket. Warriors leading by 4. Outside Curry. And it's denied. Orlando's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Here's Houdini. He's got 12. The shot no good. Good D by Thompson. Curry kicks to Thompson. Back to Curry. Shoots the three. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
And after his last game, really not surprised to see him as hot as he is here tonight.
Oh, from long range, we've got a set of point guards here that have been extremely hot. Those are their three-point percentages for the last 10 games. 5th is Steph Curry.
A lot of point guards in the NBA don't get enough credit for how well they shoot the basketball. So give this group their due. Some outstanding long-range shooters.
No doubt about it. And being as accurate from three-point land as these guys are makes them that much more valuable as point guards. Opposing defenses have to worry about their passing and their shooting.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Well, over that break, I listened in on what head coach for the Magic was getting across in the huddle. The strategy included running the offense through Gordon. Coach has a lot of faith in him offensively and let his players know it, insisting that he be at the forefront of what they do at that end of the court from here on out. Those could prove to be crucial changes to their strategy with this game getting ready to enter the stretch drive, Kevin.
All right, Doris. Warriors leading by 7. Left side, Curry. Barnes can't get it to go.
Nice effort on the alley-oop, but probably not a good choice.
Yeah, it looked good initially, but then broke down just as quickly.
And it's going to be a 3-second call.
And a moment now to look at the numbers for Thompson. 6th in scoring, 9th in steals, and he's a flamethrower from distance. Top 10 in the league in three-point shooting.
And you made note of it. I mean, his points per game average is unreal right now, scoring whenever they need him to.
The lead pushed to double digits. 20 points for Steph Curry.
And he could be the guy to put this game out of reach.
Here's Houdini. 12 points for him. Off the pick. Green with the block. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Shot clock at 6. To the paint. That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut down to just 8 points on the bucket from Vucevic.
Guys, good job working it down low and getting the high percentage look there. That's good basketball.
Green kicks to Thompson. Some nice passing by Golden State. Curry gets the bucket.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Here's Houdini, guarded by Curry. Curry brings the double. Outside Gordon. Pass to Houdini. Banked in off the glass. Houdini's got 14.
The defense has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
And I'd be interested to know just how many of these attempts have come from inside of 5 feet.
Curry kicks to Barnes. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Barnes has got the lead up to 10 now for the Warriors. Here's Houdini. He's covered by Thompson. To the right side. There's the pass to Houdini. Orlando needs to get off a shot. The wide open look here for Vucevic. And Orlando again with the bucket.
And a big height advantage right there.
You know, it's tough to bring a big man that far away from the goal, but that might be a mismatch they're willing to live with.
Poke loose. Here's Houdini. He's got 14. To the inside. Now here's Curry. He kicks it to Spates. Takes the 13-footer. Rebounded by Vucevic. Vucevic has got 3 rebounds now in this one. Oladipo outside. And stolen by Barnes. Oh, here comes Curry all alone. And it's blocked. Here's Houdini. To the middle. Here's Gordon. And he jams it with authority.
Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful two-hand jam. You're right.
And I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will start shrinking even further.
The drive by Green. Great D that time from Vucevic. The Magic trail by 6. Here's Houdini. Gordon with a screen on Barnes. Here's Houdini. Thompson with the rebound.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
1:31 left in the third. Spates, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And, you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that.
Here's Houdini, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
And sometimes when you want something done, you got to do it yourself. That dunks the shot in the arm they need to really cut into that lead.
Well, Greg, it certainly got everybody on their bench up and off their seats and cheering.
Yeah, that could be an instant momentum shift. That certainly was a rim wrecker.
6 on the shot clock, and Spates gets it to go. Here's Houdini. 16 points for him. Vucevic is screen on Curry. Here's Houdini.
Oh, wow. And guys, that's one of the more basic plays in anybody's playbook, but not to mention also truly one of the best.
And Greg, the pick frees him up, and Clark, the dunk, caps it off.
Well, you know, for me, guys,
they're also making some changes. Aaron Gordon comes in for Smith, and Houdini subbed in for Payton. And then for Golden State, Green, he's checked in for Spates. Klay Thompson comes in for Kyle O'Quinn. And it's Stephen Curry in for Hollis Thompson. And Golden State looking at who they've got. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson. They're in the backcourt. Smith out there with Kent Bazemore. And it's Green in at center.
Almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
Gordon with a screen on Curry. Here's Houdini. Oh!
Even when they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular. And he pulled it off.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it.
I agree. I mean, now's when you need a spark, something electric to get your teammates fired up.
And Green gets it to go.
And the deeper we get into this game, it seems like the more the offenses are in rhythm.
Without question. I mean, both of these teams are firing on full broadband bandwidth. I mean, full throttle ahead.
Kicks it out to Gordon. And it's Vucevic in the corner. Down low. It's tipped. It's stolen by Curry. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the official.
Harris is checked in for the Magic. Victor Oladipo comes in for Payne.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
100% since halftime? Come on now. I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon with that kind of marksmanship.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would have the lead.
Curry dishes to Thompson. Green kicks to Curry. Smith on the wing. Thompson outside. Green with a screen for Thompson. Just 5 on the clock. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by the Magic. Gordon's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Houdini. No good. So Golden State will take it the other way. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Thompson passes to Curry. Basket number 8 for him on 13 tries. That's 62% so far.
Boy, I tell you what, he's having one of those days where if he takes it, he makes it.
Pick by Vucevic. Here's Houdini.
Forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend. Take it to the hoop.
And how, Clark. Brilliant throwdown.
Just exerting his authority on that play.
And he gets it to go.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Magic timeout. Fans, get ready for your magic answers.
Some changes for Golden State. Spates comes in for Josh Smith. And it's Harrison Barnes in for Kent Bazemore. Vucevic, a screen on Curry. To the paint. Vucevic dishes. Oh! Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rack.
Check out the fellas. Check out his teammates over on the bench. So they are going crazy.
Feeds it to Thompson. Green with a screen on Oladipo. They kick it out to Green. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got assist number 8 here in this one already. The Magic trail by 13. Here's Houdini. And it's Vucevic in the corner. He feeds it to Gordon. Here's Houdini, guarded by Curry. Curry brings the double. Houdini. And easy 2 points on the layup. 10 points for Vucevic.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And, Greg, you know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Green, the screen. Thompson from long range. Orlando grabs the miss. Gordon's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Houdini. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
And that fella can flat out fly, can he?
Reminds me of a young Greg Anthony out of UNLV. No doubt about that. Just look at the elevation he climbed to right there.
Kevin, you just made my knees hurt.
That's what sets him apart from so many other point guards in the NBA.
Curry with it. Now defended by Houdini. Green, the screen. Curry kicks to Thompson. Shot from 12. And it's Thompson again missing.
Well, you know, that's one thing they've been doing extremely well. Corralling those caroms.
Yeah, that's about the only thing, because not a whole lot else going right for him thus far.
He came off the screen and finished with authority.
And ran his man straight into the screen and got a clear path to the bucket.
That is how it is done.
Excellent team play there on the pick, and then he ripped it down.
And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. And that's 15 points for Klay Thompson. Here's Houdini. Kicks it out to Gordon. Fires from deep. Barnes grabs the miss. Golden State's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th. Curry passes to Thompson. Leaner from distance. And there's a foul. It's on Maurice Spates. That's foul number 2 for him. There's 49 seconds left in the 4th. Here's Houdini. Stolen by Thompson. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. That one goes. Count it. And the Warriors lead by 11.
And this is going to be a fantastic result for them. No win on the road comes easy.
Not in the NBA, they don't. And trust me, they're going to take a little extra pleasure in this one.
So we see the Warriors get the win here. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And a chance now to...
Yes, Kevin, thank you.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Hi again, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Time now, Stephen Curry. He delivered quite a star performance. Not uncommon, as we've seen him have this sort of terrific night many times. And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game.